that ghetto. She sucking on me just like a mosquito. Strong backbone, feel like a beetle. You know I'm dropping from the sky, it's looking like a missile. Shawty trying to kiss me, yeah. Where is that damn missile? That mistletoe. Baby looking nice, got the camel toe. Yeah, I'm finna flow like a boat. Boy, you know I'm digging holes, no zero. Baby looking like a fox, but she is not Slido. Bitch, you know I'm finna pipe. I'm not talking pipe hole. Bitch, you know I seen your ass in that fucking peephole. You know I'm from the ghetto. You know I'm from that ghetto. You know I'm from that ghetto. You know I'm from that ghetto. She just like mosquito. You know I'm in that water, boy, looking like torpedo. From that ghetto, you know I'm from them ghetto. The jazz fuck with me, cause I'm trapping in the ghetto. You know I'm from that ghetto. Shawty sucking me just like a motherfucking mosquito. Motherfucking mosquito. You know I'm from the ghetto. You know I'm from the ghetto. I'ma stack that shit up, boys, looking like a Lego. Chillin' in the south, now I'm chillin' up in Legos. You know I'm from the ghetto. You know I'm from the ghetto. The chain coming out, cause I'm trapping in the ghetto. Chain coming out, cause I'm trapping in the ghetto. Yo, we ain't no friends, not no fellow. Baby looking deep, but the heart was looking shallow. I open up a heart like a treasure chest, and now I put it out. Now she expressed, now she is blessed. You know I'm from the ghetto. You know I'm from the ghetto. You know I'm from the ghetto. I'm fucking with them jams, cause I'm trapping in the ghetto. I stack it like a Lego. No, we not no friends, nigga. No, we not no fellows. Like a jam, baby. I can grant your wish, make a wish, make a wish. I ain't talking no St. John. Baby, you ain't gonna be no rude to me, cause maybe you can't be rude to me. Because if I make a wish, you gotta be nice to me. Baby said it go together like symphony. Baby going back like she rewinded G. Make a wish, make a wish. I ain't talking no St. Jude. Baby, I'm right just like a prune. Baby, I'm right just like the prune. Why you being so rude? Why you being so rude? Baby, I'm in the, baby, I'm in the fuse. Baby, I'm in the fuse. Feeling like a
Yeah,
dream.
okay.
No Charlie Sheen, but you know I'm finna win. No Charlie Sheen,
All
but you
right.
know I'm finna win. I'm getting all this money cause I'm fucking
All
with the
right,
jam.
bet.
Make a wish, make a wish. I ain't talking no St.
Look,
Jude.
they try to
Make a
get
wish,
me.
make a wish.
Yeah,
I
they
ain't talking no St.
try.
Baby, why you rude? Baby, why you rude? I'ma take you off like you
It's
just
my
got
last
road
one I'm
crew.
getting a
Make a
video.
wish, make a wish. Huh.
Okay.
Make a wish, make a wish. I ain't talking no St. Jude. Make a wish, make a wish. I ain't talking no St. Jude. Baby, why you rude? Baby, why you rude? Baby, looking crude. Looking like some oil.
Big
Baby,
ass
get the
Sims
man.
right
Your
there.
blood about to boil. Baby, looking nasty. I think that bitch is spoiled. Make a wish, make a wish. I ain't talking no St. Jude. Make a wish, make a wish. Got them tongue tied. Got them gin ties. Got them tied, boy. I got them gin tied. Got them tongue tied, cause I got them gin tied.
Yeah, man, you already know who it is. I'm just playing video games. I ain't playing no video games today, so I had to play something. I might run it bad, but nah, I really don't care. That's what I like about this hat. This hat is so big. I can rock the black and I can rock the other colors. Cause sometimes I don't want to rock. Sometimes I don't want to rock the other colors. Yeah. But yo, man, I noticed something. No more draining yourself for crumbs, bro. I already know this, but I'm noticing that it's coming up more and more, bro. It's like, I don't know. You used to do so much for so little. Nah, no more of that. Like the energy won't even promote it. It'll you might get away with it a couple times, but it ain't gonna work. It's just for example, like let's say you just got this job and you get a few checks, but after them few checks, next thing you know, something happens to where you lose that job. Stuff like that. It's like, nah, man, you can't be draining yourself for certain things no more. I'm noticing that the energy is like not promoting it. Like you got to be on point. You got to be on point. This is something I realized. It's like it's like this. You are in a building that is like 15. There's 15 floors on the building, but this building is brand new, and they have good elevators. They got architects from Germany to make the elevators real good. And you're an Amazon Prime worker, and you got a quota to reach, but you keep taking the stairs. It's like, yo, it get to a point. Sometimes you got to take the elevator, bro. You know, because yeah, the stairs it's quick, you know, but you 15 floors. There's more stairs than there are floors, I believe, because there's an extra staircase for every floor. So you have to do what 30 steps just to, if you think about it, yeah, it's like 30 steps to the top. So you're walking just about who who knows, depending on how much business you got. But let's say you got a lot of business there. You're always taking the stairs. It's gonna take you forever to do those if you always take the stairs. It's gonna get to a point where you can't take the stairs. You're gonna have so many orders to where, hey, bro, you're gonna have to take the elevator. You would think, oh, everybody's on the elevator, right? You would think, but no, elevators go pretty fast, bro. It's not like there's only two elevators. I'm pretty sure different buildings have more elevators than one. It's one of those type of buildings. It get to a point where you got to be more efficient to get things done. You can't keep doing things that take too much out of you. You know, it just takes too much out of you. It's more harm than good. It's like, yeah, you might get something out of it, but you don't see the repercussions that it does to you just for you to get whatever you're getting. Like you can't be forcing it no more. It's like nah. Especially when you could do something else that may even give you greater of a result than what you just did there. You really got to open your mind up and open your perception. Because when you open your perception up, you're gonna open yourself up to different options. You really do, bro. You can't be too closed off. Because if you're closed off, bro, you don't have any options in life. You have to be open, bro. It's that simple. Just be open within your being. And then next thing you know, those ideas will come. And then you be receptive enough and be willing enough to go forth to it. And then you're gonna be making results. And then you're gonna be making movement, you know? Then you're gonna be making progress, bro. Cause I'm noticing that like they is not playing, bro. They're like, yeah, it's just certain things you just gotta do, bro. It's not even like it's gonna take a long time. It's right under your nose. New new ways of doing things, you know. Hopefully you can hear me because I'm seeing 7 people in, and usually people troll or something. I'm like 7 people not saying nothing. Hopefully the sound work. I'm like, hit that button. Hey, yo, Carrot, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Carrot? Yeah, usually people say stuff. Yo, can you hear me? Hey, can you hear me, Jalen? Uh, Can you hear me though? That's the question. Can you hear me? All right, bad. Yo, hope all is well with y'all. I don't know if y'all trolls or what, or y'all just noobs. But peace to you. Peace to you. Peace, peace. But yeah, man, we got to be way more efficient. And the energy is not going to let us do things the hard way. Yeah, bro, we're doing things extra hard. Like, I've noticed that. It's like there's simpler ways of doing things, bro. Way better ways. It may take a different approach, but it's better than doing it the other crazy way, bro. I'm telling you, man. It's better than doing it the other wild way. I'm like, bro, that's more harm than good. I get, yeah, I've seen it. I'm like, bro, what was I thinking? Like, I'm better off. I'm better off doing it another way. I'm like, why am I doing it this way? He said, what are you going to do? Oh, it's just listen, just listen. But yeah, efficiency is key. Efficiency is key. All right. Efficiency is key, Jalen. Just remember that. Sometimes you got to take the elevator instead of the steps. Even though you can hop on those steps whenever you want, you may have to wait a couple of seconds to a minute to wait for the elevator. Even though you can run on them steps, but them steps they gonna catch up to you, bro. They're gonna catch up to you, man. I remember basketball practice, running stairs. I used to hate running stairs. That used to be, you feel me, running stairs, bro. I'd rather get on the elevator, man. I understand if there's an emergency, yeah, you take the stairs, but we're not thinking like that. We're not thinking like that, bro, right now. We're talking about being efficient. We're talking about being efficient, taking those routes that they get you to where you gotta go in the best way possible, rather than doing it the hard way. Don't do it the hard way. I remember I got that song, Do It Your Way. Yeah. Do it your way. And you get paid. Do it your way, but don't do it the hard way, bro. Just because you may not know a situation's outcome, people end up doing the same thing to get a result. Like I may not know what's above that mountain. So I'm gonna keep doing that result because I know that horizon for this thing that I'm doing. But that may be more taxing than you think. Just whatever. Whatever you do, you could just tell it's like, nah, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. It's more harm than good. You just gotta switch it up. You gotta switch it up. And it ain't like you can keep doing it anyway. You know, the energy is gonna it's gonna let you know, like, yeah, bro, this ain't working. So switch it up, buddy. Switch it up. He says, Mr. Hacker. You're definitely autistic. With a name like that, you're definitely autistic. But yeah, man, efficiency is key. Yeah. Peace, peace, soul seeker. I'm the accountant. No, you autistic. You talking like you got a problem. You talking like you got a problem. Off the rip. Look, leave a like, soul seeker, if you really sending light and love like that. If you really sending light and love like that, soul seeker, hit that like button. If you really out here doing it like that. There we go. But yeah, man, efficiency is the key right now. It's not about draining yourself. It's not about keep doing the same thing, try to get the same result. It's like, nah, bro. I'm noticing it drains you, man. I'm noticing it's draining you. Appreciate it. Appreciate that, soul seeker. 5151. There's an angel number right there, y'all. Y'all look that up. Y'all look up that mirrored number 5151. You just look up 5151 spiritual meaning on Google. And then the AI mode will pop up, and then you can talk to the AI mode, or you can click on one of the websites. 5151 right there. Timer will be on 1616, so you can even look that number up as well. But yeah, man, it's all about being efficient. It's all about doing it the I wouldn't want to say quick, but the best way possible for your highest evolution. Not because it's convenient or quick. That's why I won't say it's quick. That's it's You do it in your alignment, because sometimes we do things out of our alignment to get something. You know what I mean? We're going against the grain to get something. You may get it, but it's more taxing than it is rewarding. It is. You just don't. You may not see it. You may not see it. That's why the roads will end up shutting. The roads will end up closing just because you can't do it that way. The road is just shut. Like, nah, buddy. You're better off doing it another way. The road is just shut. You know, next thing you know, it's like, yeah, you may be able to get it. It's not like you're blocked or nothing, but it's like, no, that's draining you, buddy. So it's like, no, if you need something that bad, do it another way. You ain't got to do that to get it. You can't be closed off to think that that's the only way, because you're going to feel helpless. You got to know that you're powerful and you are adaptable enough to make anything happen. He said W. Is that what we youngest say? We YNs. I know. I'm still kind of like a YN. I'm in my 20s still. I'm an old YN. Yeah, I'm an old YN. I'm still a YN, but I'm an older one. I mean, the happiest moment of my life, I haven't lived that moment yet. I gotta say, the happiest moment of my life had to be with an animal or something. Honestly, that you know, the happiest moments of my life are R-rated, man. I don't know if I could talk about them. They're R-rated, bro. They're like rated R. They're like for the Patreon. They're not like naughty or nothing, but you know, you feel me? If I had to be real with you, it was one of those moments. Like people that would be like, "What?" I would be like, it was something else type stuff. Like, yeah, like, what is he talking about? But it was something else. But yeah, efficiency, man. Efficiency is key. That's why I'm not draining myself. I'm like, bro, I bet if you surrender and you just be open minded and be participating. You feel me? When something come up and there's a new path for you, be participating. When you're participating and when you don't give up on that new venture, it's going to show you that it's going to double the old path. It's going to double the speed and double the reward. That's going on right now. I don't care what it is. If you're in a pursuit of something differently and it's in your alignment, getting a result similar to what you were doing in the past, but it ain't draining you. You feel me? It's like basically you get money, but you're getting it from your own business rather than getting a job. Okay, you were draining yourself to get that job. And you were getting pennies on a dollar, basically. You're getting pennies on a dollar, but now that you went on your own venture, dude, you're making double what you were making, basically. See, you at your job, bro, you were making 400 a week, right? And you were getting paid every other week, bi-weekly. So you were getting like a $700 check after taxes. But that was draining you. But now that you went to the other path, you kind of just surrendered and you allowed things to unfold and you just kind of took your own path, made your own job. Now you're making $800 a week. Now you're making 800 bucks a week. You're like, yo, you feel me? You're gonna get it doubled. You're gonna get it doubled for what that other path produced. Because that's how it's going right now. Just showing you, bro, like, yo, just because you're not used to doing it a certain type of way doesn't mean it's not gonna produce fruit, bro. You just gotta be used to doing something out of your comfort zone, bro. It ain't even got to be too crazy. It just may be a different pattern change or something. It may be a different route you got to go. It may be a different way of doing things. It may be a couple of skills you have to add on, bro. But it's really not hard. You're more than capable of doing it once you stop limiting yourself, always telling yourself you can't do something or stopping yourself from even getting to those steps, bro. I'm noticing that. Like, yeah, if you just tell yourself to shut up a couple of times and go for it, you would amaze yourself, bro. Just tell yourself to shut up a couple of times out of the day and just achieve greatness. Because you can be your biggest setback, bro. I'm noticing that. Like, yeah, you be like, man, it ain't perfect, or I gotta get it this way. You're just stopping yourself. Yeah, you're just stopping yourself, bro. It's like, dang, bro, you don't even know who you are. You at your peak. That's the thing. Some people are at their prime and they're not even utilizing their prime. I'm not talking about a physical thing. I'm talking about a mental, a spiritual thing, and a physical thing in a sense. You're in your prime. You don't even know it. That's why people are not going to tell you you're in your prime, right? Nobody's going to tell you. I'm in the trap right now, bro. I'm in the trenches. I'm in the back room of the trenches. Nobody's gonna tell you you in your prime, but you operating at a high level. But if you keep limiting yourself, you just don't know the power you sitting in. Like my boy brother Penny said, you're in Ferrari. You're in a Ferrari. You don't even know it, but you're just driving it to the store. You don't even know you're in a Ferrari that has infinite gas. Like your Ferrari is different from their Ferraris. You got a Ferrari that run on water. Look, a leader. Look at this. Look at this. Yo, Ferrari run off of liters. 4 or 5 liters get you 30, 40 miles. Their Ferrari's not like your Ferrari, but you just taking your Ferrari here and there. Not making your Ferrari no money, but you draining yourself. Look, you draining yourself. Even when you with that Ferrari, you still going to let's say you're doing Rivian. Let's say you're working at that electric automobile plant, but you have a car that has infinite gas, but you're working for them. It's like, bro, you can DoorDash at least, bro. You can at least DoorDash. Like, yeah, but you can make your own money. Like, at least do something like that. I don't really see DoorDash as a bad thing because at least you're being of service to people, making your money, and you're doing it on your own time. I really can't see nothing bad like that because you're doing it on your own terms and you have to be good at it. So I don't think there's nothing bad doing that. You know what I mean? I don't. Yeah, because you got to make. Sometimes you got to make it happen, and that's the less two of the lesser evils when it comes to this 5 to 9 stuff. I don't think there's nothing wrong with Uber Eats and you know what I mean. Especially when you got to make a living for yourself, trying to get out of this system. I don't think that's too much of a bad thing, you know, because you on your own time. You know, if you don't feel like working, well, you don't have to work. So I wouldn't. I don't think the divine is frowning upon that too much for now, as long as they're not overdoing it and putting that as their god. You feel me? As long as they're not putting it as their god, I don't think it's going to be a problem. You know, that's basically when it's a problem. But yeah, there's other ways to do things, bro. Don't ever forget that. There's other ways to do things. You ain't gotta keep doing it a certain type of way, thinking you gotta do it that way. No, you can switch it up. Confirmation. Yeah, you can switch it up. But y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Don't be afraid to hit the subscribe button. I think I'm gonna have to bounce right now. Slide out because I gotta go pop out. Uh, excuse me. Them barking spiders. But yeah, man. Yeah, bro. You just gotta be efficient. I'm noticing that. There's many ways of doing things, bro. You just gotta do things differently. But that's about it, bro. I do gotta go jet. That's your boy Papa Fiscal G, man. I'll be back. I'll be back one of these days. You check out the Patreon, Shaman Truths, E.G. Fisker on the music. You feel me? EJJIFISKER. E.G. Fisker. All platforms. My music is back up. Yeah, but I'm out, man. Peace.